Music is everywhere around us. You'll hardly find a person who has never listened to music. But as I ask, is music that simple as it seems? The answer is no. I'll give you some facts which will tell that music should be avoided, and as a Muslim why you should stop listening to it. Music can be split into two categories. First is the permissible one. It includes nasheeds, percussion, sound humming. All of them don't have any musical instruments except for daf in the background. Nasheed includes lyrical which are clean and related to Islam or well-being of a person. Percussions include specific traqe by tapping and striking. At last, humming is making a continuous low sound with lips closed. A question may arise in your mind that why is daf allowed in Islam? Two statements will erase your confusing. First, it was played in the time of Prophet Muhammad. Second, it does not release dopamine, and listening to it does not increase activity of the brain as other musical instruments do. Now the second category, which includes music which is not permissible. It has lyrical and instrumental music. Lyrical music contains idle talk, and instrumental music has a great capability to get a hold of your brain, making them both unfit for listening. Now let's get a look into what Islam says about music. Well, look into both Quranic and Hadith reference. In Quran, Allah says, "And of the people is he who buys idle talk to mislead others from the way of Allah without knowledge, and who takes it in ridicule. Those will have a humiliating punishment." Surah Luqman 31-6. Furthermore, Prophet Muhammad says in a hadith, "There will be among my ummah people who will consider as permissible adultery, silk, alcohol, and musical instruments." Scholars have different opinions on the context of the references I have provided, but a majority of them agrees that according to the references, music is prohibited to listen. If we perceive the ayah and the hadith logically, then I mentioned earlier, music contains idle talk which either leads or forces you to think about immoral acts. Islam forbids acts which leads a Muslim away from the path of Islam and worshipping Allah. Hence, all of this said, there is no argument left which supports listening to music. According to science, listening to music is highly addictive. Ever thought why? Dopamine release and increased brain activity is the reason. When you play the music, excess dopamine is released, why makes you listen to songs repeatedly. Additionally, music has a strong connection with the part of brain which controls our emotions. This is the reason your mood automatically shifts according to the type of music you're listening to. There are a lot of people who have stopped listening to music. What they say is that they were not able to focus on their work. They want to give up delusionalism and to walk away from perfectionism. We can see how Islam cares about our mental health. Allah has given us a reason to quit things which adversely affect our lives. As a Muslim, it is not difficult to stop listening music because we have the Holy Quran to listen. We can replace music with Quran and our lives will start to shift in a positive way.